Hi all. Good evening, everyone. I'm audible. I hope I'm audible now, right?
Yes,
Okay. Yes, welcome Rajeshwari. Welcome Naina. Welcome Aditi. Welcome Akash.
Thank you.
Anusha. Welcome Aish. Yes, warm and welcome to each and everyone. Kindly introduce yourself in chat box. You are a student and working professional, and what are the expectations in our webinar? Kindly share the details in chat box. Please wait for minutes. Others will join. We will start the webinar. Yes, guys, please introduce yourself in chat box. Your name, you are studying means what degree you are studying and working professional. Yes, introduce yourself. Once again, I welcome to all. Yes, we'll start the webinar. First, I introduce about AllPro trainings, which is a short description. Welcome all to AllPro trainings. I'm Uma from AllPro trainings. A warm and welcome to each and everyone who joined this masterclass. First of all, I'm going to give the introduction about our AllPro trainings. The full form of AllPro training is All Professional Training. We are providing all kind of training, especially in IT industry, electrical and electronics field. Take it in IT industry itself, we are providing more than top 100 technologies in the world. We have already trained more than 11,500 students all over the world, especially in USA, European countries, and all over India. We are providing 3 types of training. First one is masterclass that you are attending now. Second one is flash course, which is for 10 hours, and full course, which is for an average of 30 hours. Next, I'm going to explain the webinar agenda. First one is participant introduction for 10 minutes. Please all guys introduce yourself in chat box. Then webinar time for 45 minutes. Trainer will take the class. Then 20 minutes for query session. What are the queries you are having? You ask about the trainer and she will clear your queries. And 5 minutes for student guide and 5 minutes for APT offer. What are the offer we are giving to who are attending the webinars? Then that should be discussed. And last 5 minutes for query sessions and feedback form. In feedback form link, we are providing at the end of the session. For all fill the feedback form, you get the e-certificate in email. Yes, let's start the webinar. Before start the webinar, I will play one video clip for our training center. Yes, thank you for watching. Yes, now trainer introduction. The trainer name is Rajeshwari. She is having a vast experience in the IT field. He have trained more than 150 of students all over the world, and she is also taking corporate training also. Yes, ma'am. Kindly start the webinar.
Okay. Thanks, Uma. So, hello, everyone. I welcome you all for the session on Java. So, I will introduce myself. So, I have been giving trainings on Java, core Java, advanced Java technologies for past 2 years, and I have total of 5 years. Along with that, I have so total of 7 years I have in the trainings and Java technologies. Okay, so let me start with my webinar. So before even I begin my webinar, I would like few of you to answer my questions here in the chat box. Okay, so let me know, what do you know about Java? What interests you about Java? Put me a one-liner in the chat box, please. Quickly send me a message in the chat box. What makes you interested in this Java webinar? Okay, meanwhile, let me take you to the next course. So I welcome you all for this Java, and this training is a complete hands-on experience that you will gain. Everything will be demoed as part of the code. Okay, so the agenda, I have kept it a little longer, but I'll not be covering most of the things. This will be as part of the entire course if you take up the entire course, or the flash course. Okay, so I will be introducing to the Java and different programming constructs, and then the OOPS concepts of Java. Okay, so as per whatever knowledge that you have come from background, so basically James Gosling was the one who initiated Java, and he called it as Oak, and he was the one who started our Java with his favorite coffee cup as the symbol of Java. Sun Microsystem initially owned Java, and Oracle now owns Java. So one of the beauty of Java is it is write once and run anywhere. Okay, so remember this, write once and run anywhere. I will explain it in a different slide. Java is basically a programming language. I think one of you have given me the answer. I think Vaibhav, thank you. And some of you have given me the answers. Yes, that interests you. Thank you for all your messages. So Java is basically a object-oriented programming language. Okay, so object-oriented is nothing but everything will be treated like an object in our Java programming. Okay, so that was the quick introduction about the Java. So in the real world, I would say you are already using Java. Okay, so when you have your Android phones on your hands, they are all built on top of Java. So basically, if you know Java, that means you are able to understand the code of Android. That is one advantage of learning Java. So meanwhile, there are many more applications we are using Java. So desktop applications, web applications, web technology is like the hot cake in the market today. So web technologies, Spring Boot, those are all web technologies, and lot of applications have been built on top of web applications using Java. So, and then we have something called as banking applications because of the security that Java provides. So that is the reason the Java has been used in banking application. Of course, the mobile phones, embedded systems, smart card, robotics. Robotics also is like a widely used technology that in today's world. So that is also one of the favor. So there are 3 different types of Java. Basically, we have a standard edition, Java Standard Edition, which is nothing but the core Java, basics of Java, whatever you know, right? So that is core Java. Enterprise Edition is nothing but for web technologies, for whenever we want to build a web page or a web development, we use Enterprise Edition. And then we have Micro Edition, which is for mobile phones. So I will be teaching the core Java, also the Enterprise Edition, which is the advanced Java. Okay, I know both of them. So let's make it more interactive. I would like all of you to chat with me in the chat box, asking your questions, answering my questions. So let's make the session interactive and also interesting. Okay, so let me take you directly to a program. So in the chat box, I will send a link and you can all click on the link there. Even I will click on that link. So this is how a Java code looks like. So if you have clicked on the link, I'm sharing it on my screen also. So you have a black screen, you have a white screen. So basically this is the Java code from line number 1 to 6, and the result will be displayed, or the output of the program will be displayed in the white screen. Okay, so let's not worry about line 1 to 6. Just click on the topmost button, which is execute. Once you click on execute, you get the 3 lines of code. Let's not discuss about the first 2 lines. We will go directly to the third line. So third line is the output of our Java code here. Okay, so how is it displaying hello world? That is because of my line in line number 4. Okay, I prefer everyone click on the execute, use the link, click on the execute, see the output. And line number 3 is the one which will display our output. So if you look at line number 3, it has hello world in the double quotes. So let's change it, and welcome to Java trainings. Okay, I will change it to welcome to Java training, and keep the double quotes. Do not disturb the double quotes. All the other things will remain as it is. Okay, and then click on, once you changed to whatever string or whatever sentence you want, then click execute, and you will be able to see the output in the white screen in the third line. Welcome to Java training. So how is it displaying? So this is the statement system.out.println, which is helping us to give the output of whatever we have given in the double quotation marks. Okay, so this is one liner which will help us to display something on our screens. And you would have seen that it is ending with the semicolon. It is similar to our full stop in English. So to end any sentence, we use a full stop, right? So the same way, to end any statement in Java, we call each of these lines as statements. This is one statement. This is one statement. System.out.println is another statement. Any statement we want to end, we will use a semicolon. So this is how a program in Java looks like. Okay, so we will understand our first program, and let me take you back to the slides.
Sorry to disturb, ma'am. We have not got the link. Just check out the chat box.
Oh, is it? Okay, I will send it. Okay, thank you for the information. Okay, okay. Sorry, I think I missed to send. I only sent it to only few of you, so I have sent it to everyone now. So click on the link, all of you, that I just demonstrated, right? So you can just click on the execute button on the topmost line. Okay. Topmost line execute is there. Click on it. Observe the third line. It will display hello world. We can always change that by going to line number 4. So is my screen visible? Please send me a yes in the chat box.
Your screen is visible.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ayush. Thank you, Nayana, Ajay, Vaibhav. Okay. Fine. So now go to line number 3 and change it to some other sentence or words or your favorite color. It could be your favorite, whatever it could be, favorite dish, and click on execute on the top. And you must be able to see that in the third line. If you have any errors, you can put me that there's an error. I will help you with the error. Okay. Those who got the output, please send me a thumbs up in the chat box. Thanks, Akash. Okay, Shubham. Vaibhav, thank you. Okay, I could see some good replies. Thanks for that. So now let's understand and get the complete meaning of line number 1 to 6. Okay, so all our Java code will reside or sit within a class. So can you see this class? So this is the class which holds all our lines of code. You cannot write any code outside the class. Say for example, I write int a. This is also a line of code in Java. But if I try to execute this, see, I will say it as one error. You cannot write any code. The same thing, if I take it inside, it will work fine. See, if I take it here and click execute, it will work fine. No errors. Okay. So basically, the class holds all our code. Okay. So it starts with something called as public class, and it is followed by the class name. Class name generally is holding whatever we do inside, whatever is relevant, what the class is doing, we use that class name. So for example, I'm displaying a message called as welcome to training. So I will use a meaningful message here, training, okay, training or Java training. If I use this, there will be, of course, no change in the output. No change in the output can be seen, but the meaning of the class, it is like giving a heading to a paragraph. So for example, if you're writing a paragraph, we generally give a heading to that, right? So the same way, it is like giving a heading to our paragraph. So we are giving a class name relevant to the code that we are writing inside it. Okay, that is the meaning of line number 1. And it is, of course, ending with a curly bracket. That means it is beginning of the code. And we need to close equal number of closes. Whatever code you have, curly bracket you have opened, we need to close the corresponding curly bracket using the 2 curly brackets. Well, now let's jump on to line number 3, which is public static void main. So public is nothing but anyone. So here also we can see public. Public is anyone who can use this piece of code. Okay, that is the meaning of public. Static has a different meaning. Let's not get into the details. And then main is like the entry point. It is the door for our Java code to enter and execute the code. Oh, as soon as you click on the execute, what happens? The main, it will first search for public static void main. Then after it has found that, it will go on jumping to line wise and it will execute and show us the output. So when you click on exit, it will hit first main and then it will show us whatever is there inside the code. So this is basically, we call it as entry point in Java code. Okay, this also begins with a curly bracket, that is the starting point of the code, then end with a semicolon, when with the curly bracket. So that is a quick meaning of the code that you just executed. Okay, so now, okay, you're not able to see the screen. One of you have sent a message saying you're not able to see the screen. Okay, maybe I'm not sharing that screen. Okay. Oh, now I think you were able to. Okay, I had to switch the sharing. Now I think you're able to see the screen. Okay, see this line of code that you have just now executed. So for example, I take line number 4 to line number 8, which is outside the curly bracket. Then I click on execute. I will end up in an error because you cannot write anything outside the class curly bracket. Okay. So never mind, I will still be explaining the code in the slides. Okay, let me switch my sharing to the slides. Yes. So here is the explanation of the code that you just saw. I hope my slide is visible. Quickly send a message. One of you, please. Okay, thank you. So here it starts with public. The same piece of code I have copy pasted here, except that some changes, only the class name is different. So syntax, what is a syntax? Syntax is nothing but some rules. So for example, when you are on a road, you follow some traffic rules, correct? That is for our safety. So similar to that, we have in Java the different rules that are to be followed as part of Java coding or programming. That is called as syntax. So public class learn syntax. We are learning the syntax, how it should look like, and open a curly bracket. Public means it is available for everyone. The class is the place where all our code is written, and the learn syntax is the name of our class. Okay, the public static void main is the entry point of our Java code. When you click on execute, this is the first thing that gets hit, and next line, whatever you type, it will go on executing line by line. So here I have written happy Java coding. So I get the output saying happy Java coding as the output. So here it comes up output. That is the quick understanding of a program. So let me ask you a question here. So Java is like widely used in today's world. So why do you think it is used so widely? Any answers? If you can unmute and say, that is also fine. Or if you want to send a message in the chat box, that's also fine. So why Java is so popular? Object-oriented language, correct, Meghna? Any other answers?
Java has many applications. We can develop many applications from Java. It has many usage. Like it never goes trendy. Like we used to get many like versions of Java even if
Yes, thank you for that answer. Yeah, some of you are sending real world entity, platform, independent, correct. So these are all what makes it popular. So let's understand what makes it actually popular is on compiling a Java program. So a Java program on compiling, it gives us a byte code. So this byte code has junk characters, which provides security, platform independence, and portable code which can be run on different operating systems. Once you obtain the bytecode, you can use it on Linux, Windows, or MacBook. Okay, so these are some of the keywords. I will not get into the details. Let's directly understand what are the different features of Java. Okay, so Java basically is popular because of all these features. Of course, all your answers are right. So it is simple to understand. Basically, when you as you read a paragraph, right, in English, the same thing almost we need to write such a beautiful code. Like supposing there is a code to add two numbers, give nice variable names, give good naming convention basically, and that makes Java simple and easy to understand. Object oriented, so everything is visualized like an object. Supposing there is a car on the road, so the same thing we can write in our Java, and that is an object, and this also becomes an object in our Java coding. As simple as that. Robust, so robust because of it is platform independent, because the same thing I showed you right here, bytecode. Because of the bytecode, we have several features of Java, which is it is robust, it is secure, it is architectural neutral, and platform independent. Okay, so multi-threading is the biggest advantage of Java, and you will get to know as you take up the course. So now, so this Java is like the hot cake in the market. So some of you want to learn web technologies, you can learn web technologies. So you want to learn JSP, Servlet, Spring Boot, all those are available in Java. Also, you can learn very basics of Java. So some of you are like freshers or just even doing your the degree, right? Bachelor degree. So those of you who are interested, they can take up the core Java basic Java. So there I will be teaching about what are variables, all that, and then different data types. Okay, what is a comment? All that I will be taking up. So these are all the different course details. Okay. Now I will show you coding. So I will share my screen. Okay, so now go to line number 1, all of you, in the link. Put up double forward slashes and let's write a sentence. This is a Java program. And let's check out if program. Okay, this is a Java program. So I have written line number 1, it's in blue. So let me execute and check if there is any difference in the output. Do you see any difference? So it is just saying, welcome to Java training. That is the printing statement and it is showing the same. So line number 1 does not affect. So let's understand what is this. Do any of you have understanding of line number 1? So basically this is a comment in Java. So can anyone tell me what is a comment in Java? Correct, Naina? Please put me in the chat. What is a comment? It does not get read. Yes. So basically a comment in Java is nothing but it is only for our information and it is just for our information. Correct, Tangraj? Shubham, correct. So this is for only for our knowledge. Like supposing we are working in a team of 5 people, then each of them will be working on different parts of the code. So to give information that don't disturb this code, this has important variables, we write a comment and this is just for our information. Okay, and it won't get executed and it will not change any of our changes. So now I will show you how to use variables. Okay, we have basically different types of data types in Java. So if you see here, I will share the screen again. So if you see here, there is this picture which showing there are different types of data types in Java, which is primitive type and non-primitive type. So the primitive type, we can display the numbers like whole numbers using int, okay, decimal numbers like float, double using the primitive type or the numeric. And then we have Boolean also, which is nothing but true or false. In non-primitive type, we have a little complex data types, which is nothing but string array and other objects. So for example, if you are from computer science background, you would have already been familiar with int, float, string array, Boolean. Okay, let me show you in the code, how do we write the coding for these things. Okay, so I will show you. I can take this out and write string name equal to, I will say trainer, and I will try to print I will change this line and try to print the name. Okay, now I will click on execute. So for example, I have just changed this line and name is a container, is a variable which holds the value called as trainer. That is the meaning of variable, and its type is string. Data type is string. So altogether, I'm explaining a single line here. variable name, data type is string, the value that the variable name is holding is trainer. So now if I'm trying to print the name, you all can try this. Okay. If I try to print the name and click on execute, so it will display me the word as trainer. Okay, so that is how we can see a complete output and make it as a variables and data type. So now let me send you another link in the chat box. Yes, so I have sent it to everyone. Click on the link. Okay, I will share my screen also. Yeah. So I am sharing a second piece of code here, which is public class, my class. And then I have public static void main, which is the entry point in Java. Here I have 3 int variables. Int is nothing but a data type, and X is a variable name. The value that X holds is 10, correct. And here I have one more statement. Can anyone explain me in the chat box what is line number 4? Or you can unmute also, definitely. So who can tell me what is int y equal to 25? Anyone? So I explained this is a line number 3 as int is a data type and X is the variable name. 10 is the value that X is holding. So others who can, anyone can explain me what is similarly this line that I'm highlighting? So I will explain it myself. So int is again a data type, y is a variable name, and 25 is nothing but the value that our y is holding. Okay, now let's say we want to add these two x and y and store it in z. Okay, this is the line which adds x plus y, which is nothing but x is holding 10 and y is holding 25. Okay, basically we are adding the two numbers x and y which are holding 10 and 25, and we are trying to print. So system.out.println is like printing statement, and it will show sum of x plus y which is equal to z. So ideally we have to get sum of x plus y is equal to 35, and let's scroll down and click on the blue button, click on execute, and it shows us sum of x plus y is equal to 35, which is our output. So this is how we can analyze each of our Java code. Okay, so any questions so far? So everything will be showed in hands-on experience, and we will be understanding about each of the things. Okay, so no questions. Okay, let me go ahead. So I will share my one more screen here, slides. Okay, so that was a quick introduction about the different data types. Okay, basically we will have a data type followed by the variable name and the value that it is holding. So similarly, int I have showed and also string I have demonstrated. So in Java we have different data types such as int, char, float, double, boolean, short, long, and byte. Okay, these are all the details, extra details that is our part of data types. Okay, so now if you're from computer science background, then it will be, then this is the easiest slide for you. So control statements, whenever we use public static void main, after that whatever comes up, Java as soon as you click the execute button, right? So it will go on executing line by line, line number 1, line number 2, line number 3, and so on. So now we can control from directly, if supposing I want to jump from line number 3 to line number 8, then we can control the flow of the program using something called as control statements, which is nothing but if condition and for loop. So if condition, we can give a condition and we can change the condition depending on the condition. If the condition is true, we can ask it to do some work. If the condition is false, we can ask it to make a different kind of a work. That's the meaning of if condition. And then for loop are nothing but it is also a kind. Anyone who can tell me about the for loop in the chat box? Public static void main, Manikanta, you want that? Okay, I explained actually, I will repeat it. Anyone who can tell me about for loop? So basically for loop means, when we loop means what? We want to repeat some things. So that is the reason we give it as hula hoop, that kind of circle. So basically loop means repeat something. So for loop means it will basically repeat some of the things. So if I have to show you something, I want to say, I want to display, I will share a new screen. Say the same thing, I will put a for loop here. Okay, and display for, this is how we write a for loop. For int I equal to 0, starting from 0, I less than 10, repeat it for 10 times. What it has to repeat? This line. Okay, so that is the meaning. Let's see if I get this 10 times repeated. See, it will repeat for 10 times because of the for loop. Okay, and I can use a condition also here. Say for example, if, and then give I equal to 5, only then print it. It will only print once, because I will be for only once. I should only get it for one time because only one condition. Okay, I double equal to have to give. Okay, this is how we have to take care of the syntax. So it will only print once because I will only be one time. So these things you will learn as part of in-depth meaning, you will learn when you take up the course. Nothing to worry as of now. So one of you have asked what is the meaning of public static void main string args. So basically understand, main is the, Manikanta, this is for you. Main is the starting point or the execution. When you click on execute, right, first thing it will do is wherever the main could be. It could be here at the end or wherever that could be. So it will search for public static void main. It will go on executing line by line. And public means it is this code. Okay, whatever I'm writing here is available for others to use. I can change it to private also, but here it does make a different meaning. We have something called as private also, which means only this class can use it. Nobody else outside this class can use it. We will get those details later, not at this point. And void means it is the return type. Okay, now here we are not returning anything. Supposing it is like returning here, we have to write return 0. Then I have to change the data type here, but we are not returning anything here. So we can use void, just a placeholder. String args is an array, something called as an array. So that array is nothing but a list of elements. So if I pass here, say command line arguments is what we call this as. So if you come down, you can see a text box, command line arguments. Say I want to list some games. Okay, so football and same basketball or cricket. You're all fan of cricket. Sorry, cricket and whatever, basketball, shuttlecock, whatever. Okay, now I want to display what are the different. I will take out the code which is not required. Now I will display the, you all can try this. It's simple. If all of you can, if I want to check what is the first game, okay, then what I have to do is use, this is index 0, football is index 0, cricket is index 1, and basketball is index 2. Okay, so 0 means it has to print me football. So let's check out. So it has printed football. Next, I will copy the same line of code, take it to the next line, and I will say args of 1, okay, which is nothing but 1 means cricket has to be printed. Football is 0, cricket is 1 I had told, so it has to print along with the football, it will print cricket. So I will execute this. So football is 0, cricket is 1 position. Now I will again try to print the third one. So this is how the meaning of args is being explained. And observe one thing, that this is not as, these words or values are outside the code. Whenever we want to give some values outside the code, we can use command line arguments. So I hope that answers you. Manikanta, did you get? Ayusha is asking something. Okay. Ma'am, explain about. Okay. Manikanta, I hope this answers your question. Please say yes, no. And Ayush is asking, it is character type. Character type, you have not written character. Which line, Ayush? Which line, if you specify, I can answer your question. So this is how I will be explaining each and everything in the code. Okay. Fine. Yes, I think the recording will be shared to all of you. We write character. Character after header file. No, it is not like you are from C++ background, right? So basically, we will not be using the header files here. Header files are slightly different, like hash include, those stuff. We will not be writing in Java. There is a different way. If you are familiar with C++, they are slightly different. In Java, it is slightly different. So stdio.h, those things will not come up here. We directly write everything within the class. Okay, so let me ask a question here. What makes C++ different from Java? Like, you can tell me the differences between Java and C++. Syntax difference. Okay. Anyone who can tell me? Those from computer science background, please tell me what makes Java different from C++. So in C++, you have pointers, right? We don't have pointers in Java. They have eliminated pointers. Okay, in C++, you have functions, right? Functions are called methods in Java. The same meaning is there, but with a different meaning. Methods, we call them. Okay, and Java is object oriented, whereas C++ is procedural oriented, function oriented. Everything in Java will be treated like a object. So this is all you will come across as part of the entire course or the flash course. So now let me share back to my slides. and I will take you to the main concept that's highlighted. So we will be installing and we will be using Eclipse. Okay. Installation of a Java will be done on your computers, on your laptops, and we will be working on Eclipse. So Eclipse is a software which I will be using for all your demonstration purpose. So just to show you Eclipse, is anyone familiar with Eclipse? Because we will in corporates or wherever you go, most of the time Eclipse is what is being used, is widely used. So I will no more be using the link that I have shared. Only for first few classes it will be shared, but many a times we will be using Eclipse. This is how my Eclipse looks. I will share my screen. Has anyone worked with Eclipse? Java is platform independent, whereas, yeah, correct. Partially pure, yes, Shubham, correct. Sneha, correct. Thank you for your answers. Okay, so I will share my Eclipse screen. You have not worked? Okay, some of you have not saying no. Okay, I will share my Eclipse here. So if you look at my screen here, this is how the Eclipse looks like. We will be doing a lot of exercises. If you look at here, these are all different exercises just to learn array. I will be teaching everything in code and you will do a lot of programming. And see, Eclipse is an IDE basically. See, Eclipse is an IDE, which is integrated development environment for development, debugging, and executing your code. All those things will be used in the course. And to run this program, say for example, I have an array code here. Array is nothing but list of elements. So I am listing them of the flavors of ice cream. Say for example, I have a string of array. We recognize it used by square brackets. So I have vanilla, chocolate, caramel. So, and I'm using a for loop here. Okay, this is slightly for loop where I am trying to print all the flavors of the ice cream. I will use run as and then Java application. Okay, and then there we get our outputs listing the different flavors of ice cream. Okay, so now also if you're interested, I will show you the many more things like there is this is a small program. I have some issues. I will not show it here. I have a button counter. This also I will be doing as part of the course, to understand in-depth meaning of what is the meaning of GUI, like graphical user interface. So for example, if I execute this code, I will share that screen now. Wait, output screen. So here is the output where it says count and counter. So if I start clicking one by one, it will start counting the numbers for me, especially those likes that you give in Facebook or the comments, wherever that counts number of views of a YouTube video. So it will be like incremented like this. So this is an practical example how a counter is being used. Most of the times we'll be using real-time examples. Okay, so I have a small game also for those interested. I will demonstrate the game. You will be doing the programming for all of that. I will execute. I have the game. I will not show you the code. You will not understand that. And directly share that screen. Yeah, this is the puzzle game written in Java. So here the numbers are arranged from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one is kept as blank to move the numbers. If I click on shuffle, that is how you have to begin the game. I have to bring back the numbers to their position again. So again, 1, 2, I have to arrange all the numbers. That is how this game works. Okay. So now I have taken 2 to its position again. I have to get back all the numbers to the position in order to win. So, and I have a lot of such stuff for getting on hands-on experience with Java. Okay, that's the complete idea how the things will be going on. So far, any questions you have? Ma'am, any Shubham is asking any game that you made in Java. If yeah, I just now showed you. Does that answer your question, Shubham? I just now demonstrated a game. Okay. So any other questions? You will be learning about all the features of Java, which is anyone familiar with the features of Java? Abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance. Those are the like the heart of Java. Polymorphism and inheritance, abstraction, polymorphism, and encapsulation. Okay, so those things you will be learning as part of the course. So I think I will go back and share. So these are the different, everything will be coded in Eclipse, and that's what I told, right? All the 4 features of Java: encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism. So inheritance is nothing but like a parent-child relationship where we will be seeing about the superclass or the subclass. Okay, superclass is nothing but like the parent class, and subclass is nothing but the child class. So supposing you are all, you have your parents, right? So some of the qualities of the parents would be inherited in you. So for example, if your mother has a curly hair and you might have also got the curly hair. So that is an example for inheritance. So there will be a vehicle. Vehicle could be of 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler, or a vehicle could be of on road, on water, something like that. So that is the concept of inheritance. And encapsulation is it will hide our data from the outside world. So you will learn these concepts. Abstraction is nothing but we achieve it by using abstract class and interface. And then polymorphism is there in our Java. So those are the main things. So supposing there is a car in the road, we can visualize that in a code like this. A similar way we can write the code. It has a color for it, it has a size, it has capacity, it has a weight. So color is green, size is whatever, that XXL or XL or whatever the size that we have in XLI, VIX, those things. Okay, then capacity, it is 7-seater, 4-seater, 5-seater, whatever. Weight of it, that does not matter much, or number of wheels you can think of, or the you can give one more parameter to describe the car. Okay, and then we have classes, objects, and methods to describe all this. So supposing there is a bank account. Okay, bank account will be the name of our class. Account number, account type, these are all the properties, or we call them as variables for our bank account class. And what are the things that we can do on the bank account? We can withdraw, we can deposit, we can add the closure, or we can say balance, or we can have a ATM card, ATM card details, or a statement. All that can be done in our Java coding. Clear? So I think so far I have been explaining. And do you have any questions? Please put me in the chat box. Okay, you know the concepts, Shubham, so you did not apply. Yes, if you take up the course, definitely I will help you understand how do you use the concepts. and apply them as part of the course. Any other questions in the chat box? You can add it. You can ask me the questions. Anyone? No questions? Okay, so this I hope this session was helpful to all of you, and definitely the core Java or Java is like a hot cake, and it is in good demand in today's world. If you are a fresher or if you are an experienced person, definitely I suggest you take up the Java course. Not only wherever you are, do take up the Java course. So, and it will be like you will be in full demand for today's world. Advanced Java, yeah, you can check about the, I teach advanced Java. You can check it with Uma. Okay, I teach advanced Java also. Okay, Harshita, I teach that also. Okay, I hope the session was helpful and interesting. We will make things interesting also. I have a lot of apps, and for your information, like lot of games, lot of apps to understand all the different concepts will be developed, and it will be complete hands-on experience. Okay, so I think I am done with the webinar. So Uma, you can take over. Okay, thank you everyone for attending the session. Thank you. Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Guys, now query time. Any queries will ask. Ask in chat box, she will answer. Yes, guys. If you have any queries, ask.
Harshita, can you tell me in advanced Java what specific topics you want in the chat box, like servlets, JSP, or any other topics, Spring Boot, what you want? You can answer me in the chat box. But first, even to go for advanced Java concepts, you should know the core Java concepts. Do you know the core Java concepts? Ayush, I think you have to, since you are an artificial intelligence person, I suggest you take up the Python courses. Okay, because that is all robotics and all is there in Python. Java also you can add on. To start off with, you can definitely take up a Java course, the basics of it, and then Python is what would make more sense for you since you're an artificial intelligence student. Okay, if you want to become full stack developers, yes, you can become after you learn about the concepts of basics Javas. You can do that courses also. Full stack is in full demand in today's world. Okay, so any questions apart from this? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. This is wonderful session. It's very nice and informative. And hope you guys are very clear in concepts, right? All the topics she explained very well. Thank you, ma'am. Now I am going to play one video feedback of our student.
Hi all, I'm Sivagami from US. I'm a student. I have learned Blue Prism course from AP trainings to restart my career. They trained us very well and the trainer is excellent. After the course completion, I felt like 100% worth for that money I paid. I recommend you to choose AP trainings for your better future. Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Yes, my screen is visible to everyone. Kindly confirm in chat box. So everyone, can you able to see my screen? Yes, okay. Now I'm going to explain how we are providing training to our students in our training center and how it helps them to place all over the world. So we are following the 5 phases. First one is simple learning methodology. Second one is student recall. Third one is creative explanation. And fourth one is fingertip materials. The final one is additional bonuses. So in simple learning methodology, we have six sessions, that is 75 minutes. So per day class, we are taking 75 minutes. So session 1 is first 10 minutes, yesterday class revisions. Any doubts that should be cleared by the trainer. And session 2 is 20 minutes, today's class covered by trainer. And session 3 is 15 minutes, that is for practical session. What are the topics trainer teach you that should be practice in front of the trainer in practical. Then session 4 is 15 minutes, today class topics again covered by trainer. And session 5 is 10 minutes for student practice time. And session 6 is 5 minutes for recall session. That is for all the topics recall in front of the trainer. So totally 75 minutes. Learning from it. If we get a knowledge of 50% discussion or learning, but if we teach to others, we get 90% of knowledge. In our AllPro trainings, everyone to get maximum knowledge of technology. That's why we are having this session 6. That will get maximum knowledge. Teach to others that concept, not forget. So we added this session. Next one is creative explanation. E-learning, e-coaching, collab learning, and virtual classroom. The 4 comes under creative explanation. E-learning. E-learning is nothing but using online tools, lot of videos, audios, test in Google. But where we search that information, given that the additional information should be given in e-learning. And e-coaching. E-coaching is nothing but training will be taken through by Zoom and Skype. Collab learning, chat discussions, and forum kind of things discussed here. And virtual classroom, that is the group coaching. Nowadays, online classes is going at the same thing. Next one is OneNotes. OneNotes is nothing but whatever trainer teach you, those topics notes will be takes in the OneNotes. Those OneNotes will be given to you after every class. Next one is class notes with pictorial representation and diagrammatic flow explanation we are providing, whole training text, and that is the class notes, video recordings, all those in single notebook. That should be stored in Drive. The Drive access also we are providing to you. So fingertip materials, well, all the materials will be in the common cloud drive. That is the video recordings, class notes, documents, and if any software we are using means we provide the licensed software. So additional bonuses, Free interview session we are conducted. Lifelong community support we are provided to you. Job links, resume preparations help, and professional certifications guidance also we are providing you. Getting job via our AllPro consultancy. If you have any doubts in this slide, please ask. Next, we are going to see some of our student feedback. So this is Aishwarya Jayashree. She completed the Selenium course in our training center and she placed 120% hike in MNC. This is Python student review. She doesn't have coding knowledge, and here in our center, she learned Python course, that is the data science. So she should recommend the AllPro trainings to all students. And this is the Blue Prism student review. He replied, our training methodology is very good, and they make sure the student understand the syllabus and they clarify the doubts. 100% satisfied. I refer AllPro trainings to learn. They have so many courses and very professional trainers. And this is the one of our UiPath student review. He completed UiPath in a UiPath course in our training center. He said that the teaching is excellent with good interactions with the trainer, and they have to provide clear knowledge about all the topics. They help me to improve my skill, especially in clearing doubts, sharing the record notes and videos, documents. Overall, very informative training sessions. Thanks for AllPro trainings. So this is one of our SQLDBA student review. He's also recommended the AllPro trainings to others. So he said, help of your training and tips, hope to can able to crack the interviews. So he take a course SQLDBA in our training center. Next, this is one of our USA student Blue Prism course. He learned here. He replied, I felt like 100% worth of the money I paid. So this is one of the working professional feedback. He is taking a SQL course in our training center. They trained as knowledge to content and their trainer excellent on of this session. After the course completion, felt like 100% worth of the money I paid. I recommended you to have a look and choose AllPro trainings for your better future. So this is non-IT student review. He completed the course in our training center. He switched over the career in IT field. So this is one of the SAP student review. And this is one of the Java student review. She's from USA. I am a Java developer. I have learned mid-tier courses from AllPro trainings while searching for a job after my graduate studies. They trained us very well and the trainer Siddharth is excellent. So now the trainer is Rajeshwari. She is also taking a lot of students in our training center. The trainer gave me a full support after the course completion. After the course completion, I felt like 100% worth of the money I paid. So I recommended you to choose AllPro trainings to everyone. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Now I'm going to explain APT offers. So who are all attending the webinar, you get offers. So already we discussed 3 types of training you are provided. One is masterclass, second one is full course, and third one is flash course, right? So masterclass you are attending now. Full course and flash course training medium is either Zoom and Skype. So full courses we are taken by 35 to 40 hours, and 30 classes. Okay, 75 minutes for each day. And flash course, it should be the 8 hours. Some of the workshop will be conducted if the trainer is free. Some of the workshop will be conducted. Okay. So what is the market price of the Java? Can you give me in chat box? Okay, so market price of the Java is 25K to 30K for full course. Flash course is 6K to 8K. So what do you think about AP price? Can you send me in chat box? Yes, guys. So our AP price is 15K for full course and flash course is 5K. Correct location. So 15K for AllPro training price for Java and flash course for 5K. So now we are introduced one week offer for who are attending the webinar. We are introduced 1 week offer. That is 50% offer. So full course is 13K and flash course is 4K. This is for 1 week offer. And one of the special offer for you, that is the 60 minutes offer. So 10K for full course for Java, full course is 10K and flash course is 999. So just think that Java is a evergreen language, I think. Trainer also explained well, I think, right? Why we learning the Java? That is the evergreen language, right? So 15 minutes only for 60 minutes offer, 60% offer. Full course is 10K and flash course is 999. Yes, full course is 35 hours maximum. We are giving the trainings. For flash course only for 10 hours only. In flash course, we are providing the basics, core Java basics. But in full course, we are giving end to end. So special bonuses, pre-interview session we are conducted, resume preparation cell, professional certification guidance provided by the trainer, and lifelong community support. And LinkedIn recommendation we are provided you. Job guidance also we are provided you. Yes, Ayush. Python also we are teaching. So what are the special advantages means you having any doubts means you clear your queries at any time with the trainer. Training at your preferred time, recorded videos and class notes, documentations also provided to you. And you are a fresher without you have a end-to-end knowledge, you get a 50% of salary only. But you done a course means you get a end-to-end knowledge. So you get a salary 70%, right? So if you have 7 years experience means you get a salary with without course 11.2 lakh near per annum. But you did a course, you get end-to-end knowledge, you get a 100% of hike. So think that. So one small step can change your life, right? So think that, guys, this is only for webinar. Who are attending the webinar, we are providing the 60% offer for 60 minutes. Full course for 10K and flash course for 999. Thank you. This is the payment link. Who are all want to join, please at least 1,000 rupees for token advance for full course. So payment link here. So think that Java is an evergreen language. So first initially you learn core Java. After that you learn advanced Java, because core Java is a very basic. So payment link in screen. For all joined full course, please make me 1,000 rupees for token advance and send me the screenshot to this number. Any query, guys? So this is the feedback link. Kindly fill the feedback form. Give your email ID correctly. Otherwise, you did not get a e-certificate. So guys, only 60 minutes offer, 60% for 60 offer only. Kindly fill the feedback form. Yes, you get a certificate within a week. Yes, this is the link for today's recordings link. So who all want to download it, download in this, use this link. So guys, full courses for 10K and flash course for 999. For all want to join, please make a token advance to this number. Do you want to any queries and any clarifications, please contact to this number. So do you have any queries, please ask me. Kindly fill the feedback form correctly. Otherwise, you did not get a certificate. Your correct email ID. Within a week, you get a e-certificate. Yes, trainer will teach swing, Java swing, all the concepts. Java swings and Java effects. So 60 minutes offer, full course for 10K and flash course for 999. Only 60-minute offer, 60% offer. So 1 week offer is, who are all attending the webinar, full course is 13K and flash course for 4K. This is 1 week offer. We want any course details and fees, please contact to above number. Okay. Hope you all submitted the feedback form, right? Once you submitted, please confirm me in chat box. We will wind up. Any other queries, guys? Okay. Lot of openings is there for Java. Java is a always evergreen language. Once you learn Java means you get a job quickly. Okay, guys. Thanks. Thank you all. We will end the session. Bye. Happy weekend.